I'm Joshua here from the Great Going Back to a new Gumball review, and if you didn't last one, go and check it out. And we're reviewing the next 4 episodes of Season 3, and starting with the first one, which this one is a really good one, and a really funny one too. And it starts with Gumball just complaining, but complaining because he wants to sleep more. And then he's complaining about that there's nothing to eat, and then he's complaining about breakfast. Then he's complaining about having to skip things to get to the story. And then Darwin just does this face, getting angry. And then he starts complaining too. And then they keep complaining. And Darwin has to take off his shoes. And then he's having to put these trash bags on his feet. And then he rips part of Gumball's shirt. And everybody thinking that they're poor. And they're doing charity. Giving some money. And giving them a sandwich as well. Which, yeah, Gumball eats. And that is it's a gross looking sandwich. Because you see a piece of worm in it. And again, everybody is still just, again, thinking that they're poor when they're not. And then when they're talking about how Richard just left them while he went to the store, we see this mom pretty much buckling her child in a car seat and putting her child in the back of the trunk. That's bad parenting right there. And again, they're just NIA's just being sarcastic. And again, Gumball and Darwin still trying to tell them that they're not poor, and then Darwin trying to tell them, and then they're raging pitchforks, saying that they're liars. I mean, yeah, they never said that they were poor. And of course, Gumball tries to make it a bit better, but of course it doesn't work out so well, and now they're actually having to trash the house just so they can actually convince everybody. So yeah, they're just completely making a wreck of the house and even getting very gross things in it. And yeah, it's looking horrible. And yeah, everybody's coming over and sees how horrid it is, and they give a check to Gumball and Darwin until Nicole comes home, wondering why is the house a wreck. And they're trying to tell the truth, and apparently Richard is now, they're now broke now, because he bought a jet ski. And, of course, he's trying to tell the morals of what the lesson is, but, of course, he can't think of it, so they just walk backwards into the house and take the check with them. Again, a really funny episode. And now to the next episode, which is also another funny one, which starts with the kids getting ready for their trip that they're doing and telling some spooky stories. And yeah, saying that Nicole can't tell spooky stories, but she tries to prove them, and she says to the story that's making the kids actually starting to sink down into the chairs, the seats, and yeah, they start to break down, which, see, you think that she fooled them, right? Not, or pretend to, but no. And the front of the car, and the front engine, is filled with marshmallow. And Nicole tells Richard to try to go and find somebody that can help. And he's like, after I finish my marshmallow. And she just has fire in her eyes, like, and scares him. And he's like, why do I not get a vacation? I mean, he pretty much takes a vacation every day because he doesn't work. Nicole's the one that always has to work. But I just love her eyes, though, just turning angry. You can just see fire coming out of them, flames coming out of them. And yeah, they're all dried up. And yeah, they're literally about to die. Yeah, and before they could do something, and we see this creepy, gross guy come, and everything is happening. Nicole Nicole's told this story, was talking about the story. So far, the car has broke down, and it did in the story. And then there's this toothless guy, and it turns out he's toothless as well. And yeah, everything in Nicole's story is coming true. And he takes them to this gas station where apparently he lives. And yeah, Gumball and Darwin are freaking out, and they see that gross guy's mom. And yeah, NIE starts freaking out as well. And then Nicole is like, "We are gonna have a nice vacation." Not, and then just going by the different times. Remember the Christmas, and she slips on whipped cream. Yeah, Nicole slips on whipped cream because NIE's and Richard filled the place with whipped cream because making it look like snow. And then fireworks, that did not go well for 4th of July. And then Nicole with Richard's mom. And then Halloween, where Richard came with this mask and Nicole literally kicks him in the face down the stairs. And Richard is eating some of the melted marshmallow as well. And yeah, we see Nicole trying to get the kids and Richard to calm down, and we see that creepy guy having this saw as well. And again, she's just trying to calm them down. And then they say there's 5 holes in each of their sides. And they keep talking about having them for dinner, and they're going to be first to be for dinner. And yeah, she pulls out a pizza, and it's like, you think that you're thinking like they're gonna eat them, but first they pull out a pizza, and then when they're running and think that they see a truck, then they end up getting hurt and things happening, like Nicole kicking Richard again, and NIE's just slamming Richard in the ground, and they make it back to the gas station, and yeah, those holes are just bathrooms. He wasn't gonna eat them. Yeah, he turns out to be a nice old guy. And yeah, they get a toad. They get a toad to get taken back. But I really did enjoy this episode as well. So we are at the next episode, and this is another good one as well. And it starts with Gumball and Darwin don't actually have clothes on. They just painted some clothes on. And yeah, we see why they don't have their actual clothes on. Richard put Darwin and Gumball's clothes in the dishwasher. And the dishes are in the laundry. Or in yeah, or in... Yeah. You know, Richard's not the brightest. But Gumball and Darwin actually realized that Principal Brown's principal diploma is actually a fake. He doesn't actually have a principal diploma, you know, to actually say that he's a principal, because it's actually painted on. And he confesses that he doesn't actually have an actual diploma. And he begs to not tell anybody. And he's trying to do all these different things to get Darwin and Gumball not to say anything. Like, everything. And yeah, Gumball and Darwin are just making a mess in the cafeteria, and the school counselor just hitting Principal Brown in the face, because he looks like he's trying to be Gumball and Darwin's friend just so they won't tell anybody. Even doing a camp out. But no, it's actually not a camp out. They're just in the bedroom. And he's even bribing them with money, even threatening to show this picture. Like, he's literally trying everything that he can to not say anything about that does not have a diploma. And, yeah, even saying something that he left some spare glasses in the safe, but of course, yeah. But he left these shoes in there. But Gumball then realizes that he said that he's going to blow up the school. And yeah, they're trying to tell everybody that and doing all these different things to everybody that they're going across in the school, saying that he's not going to blow up the school. And yeah, he's just, they have to stop him, and he even goes busts through Miss Simeon's wall. And yeah, he then confesses that he doesn't have uh, you know, he doesn't have a diploma for being a principal, and he says that to find somebody else, but they do want him to still be their principal. And everybody else confesses about what they are. Pretty much, yeah, everybody else confesses, like Miss Simeon and the coach and the school counselor. And then, yeah, it blows up, but it doesn't blow up the whole school, it just blows up some part of the room that they were in. Yeah, a really funny episode, I can say. And now we're on the next episode of this 4-episode review. 4 episodes in one review. And this is another good one. And it starts with Gumball just absolutely going crazy, just cheering Penny, while she's doing this cheerleading with her friend, with these other girls. And yeah, they're absolutely, they're not good, I can just say. And Mr. Small wearing this hat and saying that he's lost somebody. And yeah, he's absolutely crazy. The school counselor is crazy, though. And then they realize that a locker is missing. Yeah, 115, 117. And then they notice that something is not right, which, yeah, it literally does not look right. There's this room that looks folded, and people are coming out of it. And they look in the yearbook, and yeah, the funny thing with Principal Brown. And then, yeah, they notice that somebody is missing. And then, yeah, Gumball is just blaming everybody for anybody not remembering that girl. I think it was Martha. I think it was her name. Something like that. And of course, Gumball doesn't even remember her himself. And they go to the school counselor saying that he was right. And they put on some tinfoil hats on them too. And find a clue. And yeah, saying that it was Martha and her treehouse. And yeah, they find this. Yeah, this is very odd, though. And they realize that her house isn't there. And Gumball's about to get sucked in. And they find this weird world. Pretty much different things where the world where stuff goes that the world doesn't allow. Which they go in, and yeah, we see all these different things that the world just pretty much got rid of, that it just couldn't allow to exist. Which again is so weird. This void, like, I mean, the episode is called The Void, so. And yeah, they use hair products, which, yeah, Gumball's actually having really good hair there. And they actually find her, and they're about to have to escape, but the hole is closing, and yeah, the school counselor says that he found what he lost, which it wasn't a person, it was a van. And you see this weird guy just dancing, and yeah, they use these cool fuel and blast their way out, and they make it out before the hole closes, and then they're having to say, we better tell everybody before, so they don't remember or don't forget. And yeah, they lost their hats, and then they're like, what are we talking about? Yeah, a really good episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have on the kids to announce me anything new. Let me know what you think.